be alive each day of the week. Come on, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah. What you waiting for? Come and take a seat. Like and subscribe, this is where you wanna be. Cause you know we gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
Good morning. Good morning. Can you hear? Good morning. Can y'all hear me? Good morning. I'm really only here to test my computer. And y'all are going to help me out if you don't mind. Jay wants to try to figure out what's wrong with my computer. Y'all hear my voice? Yes, this is what you call a morning voice. Early morning voice. Can y'all hear me though? So I got to do a couple of things to make sure we're trying to figure out why the computer keeps cutting out, okay? So I am going to try to play a video. Can you hear me? All you gotta do is skip. Just hit. Oh. So it skipped? But baby, I have not played the video yet. All right. So I'm getting ready to try. She said, good morning to you, lovely Amora. Sensational Saturday to you and your lovely family. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. How you say your name? Isilma. Is that how you say it? All right, I'm gonna try to show a video to see if it spazzes out the way it's been doing, okay? I don't have my phone. How am I gonna do that, babe? All right, hold on. Jay, I don't have my phone. Well, let me just try to pull up a download. I don't even know. I think I do know how to do it. What are y'all doing up so early? Trying to look up downloads. Okay, open file. Downloads. Oh, okay. I know you can do it like that. All right, I'm just gonna try to open up a video, any video. What video am I gonna open up? For some reason, I only see photos. Videos or not. I don't see any videos. I know we have some because I don't see any videos. I'm looking for a video I had yesterday. They're not lightening up. Oh, no, it's not. It's not becoming clickable. But this is how I opened it, like this. I said, file, open. That's how you do it. So open, and it's not letting me do it.
You download all those videos that you play? I thought the issue was when you go live and you show a video from another clipping.
Not necessarily, so I could do it. So it's
pull it from a YouTube video.
Okay, like any YouTube video?
Yeah.
All right, okay. All right, hold on, you guys. All right, I'm gonna play an old video and just tell me if it chops up on me, okay? I'm gonna do a short one. I'll do this one.
Only 1%.
All right, help me out, you guys. Tell me if this chops up on you guys, okay?
Know about this special cleaning product. Take any dirty surface, spray over the grease.
Tell me if y'all can hear it.
Give it a quick wipe and watch it literally.
She said, I got a nail appointment. Can y'all hear that?
By the name of Rowan Malcolm has lost his life to domestic violence. Denise Malcolm finds herself charged with first-degree murder after unaliving her husband at their Florida home. She told the police they'd been estranged for the last 2 years due to his chronic infidelity.
Can y'all hear it?
She said he's been cheating on her, so they started sleeping in separate rooms, and they would often engage.
Is it loud enough or is it low?
On the day of the incident, he told us
You said what, Jay?
he wanted to go out with friends.
Can you hear
She
it?
took that as he wanted to go see.
It's playing from where?
From the speakers on the back.
Over 40.
What does that mean? How do you know it's playing from that?
Because I can hear it. I can hear it. It's trying to.
Is it
It's
choppy?
picking up on your mic.
Came back.
It needs to play through the system itself.
So do I need to change it?
Change the settings. Of it.
So audio, so change this?
No. What about when you play videos? Where is that information? Because that's all mic.
I don't understand what you're saying.
So,
Hold on, let me just stop this. All right, so they're saying they can hear it, but they did say it's a little choppy. So you're saying change what?
you're playing, they're only hearing it through the mic.
So how do I stop that?
We just got to figure out how you actually play it within the web, the application itself.
What application? Oh, StreamYard?
Yeah. How do you play the videos while you live? Because
But this is StreamYard audio. It says mic, speaker.
that's not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So the video is playing.
Mhm.
Right now, they can only hear the video through the microphone. While as you playing the video should be heard actually in StreamYard because you're showing the video in StreamYard. Why is
Okay.
it?
So this is Stream. So I'm telling you right here is StreamYard. So if I change the audio in StreamYard, I change it from right here.
No,
Maybe this is
it's
StreamYard.
another setting. It's another setting.
Okay. All right. So where is it at?
I gotta look at it. Let me see.
Is it here or is it here?
It's gonna be in here somewhere in the settings of StreamYard.
This is the settings of StreamYard. Look, settings. No, I'm not trying to. I'm not even trying to. Let's,
So what do you bring your videos in at?
right here, present.
Present. Now
Okay.
click on that.
Okay. So
How do you?
it says, okay, I was already on it. Okay, so
Okay,
look,
the share screen
share screen.
and the settings. Okay. Which video you gonna use?
This one right here.
Okay, click on that.
That's already clicked.
To add to share audio, share a tab instead.
And that's why I'm doing this.
Okay.
Then I hit share. And then I just bring it up.
You bring the video up and it's
Mhm.
playing on here.
It's playing here,
Mhm.
right? However, the mic right here, it says audio.
No, that's not. That's
But
not.
baby, what I'm trying to tell you is that's the StreamYard audio.
So you have to play your audio that you watch another video has to play through your mic. That's what you're saying.
I'm not saying that.
Okay, because that's what we're trying to. Can you hear it in your headphones too?
I can hear myself.
Okay.
Oh, can I hear this?
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you want to sit down and
that's another setting.
There's not another. Okay.
Because when other people play videos, you can play the video.
Okay,
without-
so let's just see if I change this, right? Because if I change this,
you won't be able to talk. That's not what I'm doing.
okay, what about speaker?
Mhm.
All right, I have no idea what you're talking about. Camera.
Those are basic settings.
general?
Let me sit down.
All right, well, you gonna talk to the people while you sit down?
No.
You can talk to them. You're not on camera. Just say hey. They all love you anyway. Speak to the people.
I'm not trying to do all that.
Just say hey.
Hey y'all, how y'all?
Don't be rude. Oh.
So,
Hey, Jay said hey, y'all. Put these on so you can hear yourself.
I don't want to hear me.
All right, say something. You're not gonna hear them. Just say something.
See,
Just test it out.
this is what I'm talking about. So
What are you
I
talking
can
about?
hear everything you're saying through this microphone.
Through what, Mike?
Everything is even this here. Let's see.
So how do you?
All about her suicide.
So that's being heard through the microphone.
From the
final
speaker.
time. He is
Okay,
the
but
president.
how do we change that?
Without
Hold on.
bond. First degree.
They said, "Hi, Jay."
A GoFundMe has been
How to
set
mute
up
the
for
microphone while you're talking? Can you mute
Right here. No, while I'm talking,
No,
like they won't be able to hear me.
No, hold on.
Just click it. When okay, hold on.
Not just a friend, a brother, or a son. The light
Can y'all hear?
is kindness, laughter, and unwavering support for
Okay, here.
others.
Because if you hit mute, then they're not gonna be able to hear.
Right.
We are reaching out to raise
Okay,
funds.
I gotta figure this out. I'll try to figure this out today.
This incredible-
Do you understand what it needs to happen
I
though?
think,
Your
yeah.
contributions.
So can y'all hear that, or is it still choppy?
Assistance to his loved ones.
All right, hit pause
As
on
they
here.
navigate this unimaginable grief. Every donation. no
Sound
matter
like it's
how
so far
small,
away. You
will
should hear it
make a
already within
difference.
the
Let's
system
come together
itself.
to honor.
So do you think this may have something to do with it? Because you have this hooked up, or do you need that hooked
It's
up
internal.
internal to StreamYard?
Yeah. That's the
But I'm
problem.
trying to tell you, internal, that means it's setting, baby. I'm just trying, I don't know why you don't.
I'm trying listen to me. Okay. Hear me out. It's just like if you do a Zoom, just look at it like Zoom or Microsoft Teams. If you play a video from within Microsoft Teams, you should be able to hear the video in Microsoft Teams, not to have to listen through it through a microphone. That's all I'm saying.
I know, but what I'm trying to say to you is you're saying it's internal, and I'm saying the way you change anything in StreamYard internal, you have to hit
see,
settings.
it's distant. She's saying it's distant because you're hearing the stuff through it. So I just got to figure out how you can hear it without hearing it through from your speakers.
So is there some? Okay, so you can figure it
I'm gonna
out.
try to figure it out today. I gotta try to work on this.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, my technician, my IT guy. All right, y'all. Can y'all hear me? Hold on. Can y'all hear my voice, or is it still my voice sound distant as well, or is it just the video? Does my voice sound distant as well? She said, Amor, is not just the video, it's when you talk as well. Jay, she said it's not just my voice. I mean, she said it's not just video. Yeah. So what if it's this thing that you just did, this hub thing? Hold on. They said it's not. Okay, let me see something. Hold on. What about now? Oh, that's loud as shit.
You just gotta turn it down.
Okay, hold on. She said it sounds like your voice sounds okay. One person said it sounds okay. Now I can't hear anything. I can't hear myself. Am I supposed to be able to hear? I'm supposed to be able to hear myself. She said you've been going in and out since last week. Maybe it's because you added this.
That ain't nothing. That's just for the camera. That has nothing to do with it.
It does. Because look, I had changed it.
What, you changing stuff?
I did.
Did you check it when you changed it?
Not since we got the new mic.
No, you done created a whole.
You did that.
I didn't put the mic on there.
Hey, the mic was there. I promise you.
You changing that stuff over there?
I did. What?
Were you having the same issue prior to you changing it?
I mean,
Hit reset on the button.
okay. I ain't seen nothing change when I hit reset.
What did you change?
I just did, like, I put on this one. Okay, hold on. I did a more podcast.
You ain't changing stuff at night.
I mean, I did this.
You got effects up there.
Yeah.
You You got effects on it? Turn it on. Hit the
No, I don't. Okay. I got it off. Should I have it on?
Mhm.
But okay.
I'll work on that. You change. You will be in here.
But you
man.
put this on here though, right?
It came with the program, but yeah, I put the program on there. But you went in there and started messing with settings on
I just pushed on a couple of these.
it. You don't know? Did you write down what you pushed?
No. Why would I do that?
Because if you don't, you can revert back to the way it was. We're gonna have to reset. I reset it and see. Test
All right.
it. You being just hitting buttons and not writing it down.
No, I mean it allowed me to test it right here. I could test myself. Look right here. This button right here. You hold this down and you say test. You don't do that. It's it.
I know.
So why you just do it?
We want to just take it. Ask them how you sound. Ask them.
But they said don't do that.
But ask them how you sound.
How do I sound, you guys? Even though you know you're not supposed to do it.
You sound fine.
No, that was before I said this.
Oh, ask them. Let me put it up myself.
Hold on. It's low, babe. No, I can't hear myself. How do I sound, you guys? I couldn't hear myself. Some people saying I sound fine, and some people say it's choppy.
It might be on that end.
It'd be more than one person, babe.
It could be more than one person on that end.
No, but then when I run the video back, I was talking to. Where's that coming from?
Where it comes from?
The thing over and over and over. How do I stop that?
Playing it, man.
All right, now it's gone. I don't know, babe. And then when I did this yesterday and I tried to put this up.
They can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names. Period. She kept.
So every time I did it yesterday, it kicked me completely out. It just kicked me out, and I had to go out, and I had to come back.
Kick you out when you try to play it. You brought another video in.
When I try to play this right here, I would try to play all of them. I was just pushing it, and it would kick me out. It's not doing it now, but just a few.
That's just how IT work. I'm sorry. It could be working 1 minute, not working the next minute, then working again. That's how it is.
I know what
Gotta
people.
get to the fun.
But a lot of people have been complaining that it's been choppy.
We try to get it fixed.
Why are you looking like that?
Because I got to go back and I reset that logic.
But you said you didn't even do that.
No, it's on the thing, but you went and you changed it. So I got to go back and look at that too.
But it's a new microphone.
The microphone is just an instrument, right?
So
but if you go in there and you change the settings of it, you plug a new microphone, it's gonna have the same settings.
Okay. Thank you. All right, y'all. We're gonna try to figure it out. Trying to figure out if it's.
That's that late night boredom.
What's that?
That's that late night boredom when you go in there and change your settings.
No, I wanted to change it because I wanted my voice to be clearer because they were saying they had already been complaining it was choppy anyway.
Let me see if I can order that shoe.
You gonna change the microphone from what I have? But I think everybody liked this big, nice, round, blue microphone. You don't want me to have this one no more? Which one? We're gonna take this back. I just got it yesterday. Okay. They said it's not your microphone no more. It is just when you play videos.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That the microphone is good. When you play the video, you should be able to hear the video, but you're playing clear.
Okay, but Jay, I'm just gonna pull this up just so you can see what I'm talking about because you don't think I know what I'm talking about, and I'm trying to tell you that
It's not about if you know what you're talking about. You should not have to hear a video you playing through your speakers and through
Okay.
the microphone.
But can't you just Google that?
That's what I'm gonna do today.
Okay.
Figure it out. I gotta figure this out. And I gotta look at StreamYard. I never looked at StreamYard. We'll figure it out, okay?
Okay, thank you. All right. She talking about some ain't nothing wrong with your sound. Leave Jay alone. Why I gotta be leave Jay alone? Why can't Jay leave me alone? You just glitched. She said, I just glitched when you talked. It's not just the videos. See? But anyway, you said you're gonna figure it out, and
I'm gonna work on it. It's gonna take some time. I gotta go through the source, all kinds of versions.
oh my God, it ain't gonna take all that. All you gotta do is just Google and find out. Listen,
If it's all you gotta do, then it will be already done.
no, what I'm saying is all you gotta do is Google how to set up StreamYard and the microphone to play videos. They have tutorials.
Those late nights that you've been on there and you was messing with the settings and everything, you didn't figure it.
I didn't try because I thought it was the internet. You remember? I thought it was the internet.
And every time I come and tell you it's not the internet, you get mad.
But I have seen you are not on the internet. It will say that your internet is not
I'm gonna try to
on.
work on that today.
Yeah.
I'm trying. I need to get somebody with wires.
Okay.
Have you a direct.
All right. I'm gonna let you figure it out then. And she said, we're gonna listen to Uncle Jay. He the tech guy. Yeah, right. He the tech guy. That's why I'm having all these problems. She said, all right, fellow Scorpio, let him lead. Dreamer. Yes, indeed. Okay. Okay. She said, good morning, beautiful people. Good morning. She said, Jay is trying to help. Allow him to figure it out. I will. To my poor Jay, I'm more as hell. Oh my God. Please. He gonna be like, see, they see it my way. I'm like, oh Jesus, stab me in the eye already. Nancy, I didn't hear the glitch. It may just be you. Please listen to Jay. Hey, Tinkerbell. He said he gonna figure it out. Yep. And then when it's not figured out, by the time I go live, I'm gonna be heated. No, I'm not. I'm be like, I thought you figured it out. But I think what he's trying to say is, well, it's down here. It says settings. And when I pull up settings, it does have audio, but it says the mic and the speaker. And I just think that maybe just looking at a tutorial will tell us what it needs to be. And I'm not gonna lie, I have not looked at the tutorial for this. So it may just be a simple click of a button, but maybe I could just do it, go to Google, but I'm gonna let him do it. Don Lou said, Lord, Sierra begging again. Now she need a car. This early this morning. Don Lou. Don Lou came over here and sprinkled some tea all up in our comments, talking about some Sierra begging again. When have she stopped? Name a day she hasn't. She said Tinker's others heard it earlier and it just did it again. But she's been freezing and glitching a lot on her lives. Even when she's talking, we've all heard it. Yes. And that's what I need to fix, you guys. Because I heard it myself. I went back last night and listened to some of the video and I had to clean it up because it was spotty. It was, I ain't gonna say the whole thing was horrible, but it was not good. I did hear a lot of glitches. So we just gonna see what Jay gonna do. And if he can't figure it out, then I'm gonna read the manuals, the tutorials, but hopefully he can figure it out so I don't have to. Thank you, Dreamer, for becoming a member. Appreciate ya. Appreciate ya. So hopefully he can get that fixed. That way I don't have no more glitches, because when I go and listen to other people's lives, I'm like, wait a minute, there's their lives are not glitching like mine. Because at first I'm like, it got to be StreamYard. Then I'm like, no, it has to be the internet. Then I'm like, no, what the hell is it? You know what I mean? And you know how sometimes when you take your your sick child to the doctor, and then when they go to the doctor, they don't act like they sick at all. They running around like they healthy. So that's how this computer just did, because last night I wasn't even able to play a video. And then while he's in there, I hit the video and it just played, but it wouldn't play for me last night, you know? So I don't know. This thing is weird. Is very much weird. Hey, Peaches. She said, you sound really clear right now. It sounds great. And see, I don't even know what I did. I don't even know what I did, but we're going to get it fixed, because what I don't want to do is spend a lot of time or even a lot of money on investing in upgraded equipment if I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like, oh, I'm going to buy you another microphone. I'm like, I just bought this microphone. This microphone just came yesterday. A new microphone, right? So I don't want to just be buying more stuff and more stuff and more stuff. We just got to figure it out how to do it. She said, first do the microphone test on the website to rule out the microphone issue. Yes. Well, I'm going to let him do it because he likes trying to figure shit out anyway. You heard me, Jay? You like to try to figure shit out anyway. But I did change the settings in this little thing, but the only settings that I changed was just, well, hell, I don't know what I did, to be honest with you. Look at Robbie talking about some Jay. I let him listen to it. He liked the sound bite, but he said I need to clean up the video, and I'm gonna do that anyway. He was like, the video is blurry. I was like, I know, I'm gonna clean up the video. So, but I said, how you like your name in there? He said, it's annoying as hell. Yesterday he was like, it's okay. But today he said, it's annoying as hell. Jay said it's annoying. He said, listening to it, he said, the J part is annoying as hell. She said, guess I got to update my membership. Got me looking like Cinderella at midnight. Free. Good morning, Rashida. Good morning, Jay White. Good morning, Sunshine. I know y'all like, what in the world is Amore doing up this early? Well, because Jay's an early bird. That's one. Jay is a very, very early bird. Look what time it is right now. What time is it? It's 6:40 in the morning. He's already up talking to business partners on the phone. Then he's going to come in a few minutes and be like, you want to go to the gym? You want to go to the gym? I need to. I really do need to. I need to get back into the weights eventually. But anywho, he is an early bird. And when Jay wakes up in the morning, honey, everybody's waking up. Everybody is waking up. I don't care if you only been asleep for 3, 2, 1 hour. Everybody's waking up. He ain't trying to let you sleep. He's going to turn on the TV. He's going to turn on the news. She said, tell Jay you're on your way to the MF and top. He still think I'm just having fun. He be like, you be in there clowning people. He be like, y'all be in there showing out. He don't have no idea what we talking about. He be like, y'all be in there clowning. Somebody texted me and they was like, they took down Jenny's video. And I was like, which one? And they was like, the Build-A-Bear. And I'm like, why in the world would they take that video down of all videos? But I went and looked for it. I didn't see it. I was on it last night. But maybe she took it down. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know. I had a friend like that. Anytime she woke up, she would call me and wake me up. I couldn't stand it. She said, I'm at the gym listening. GW at the gym? J-Lou, well, she's not in here, but J-Lou be listening to me at the gym too. She be working out. And that's what y'all should do. We should all start a workout club and talk and work out. J-Dub said, good morning, Jay. He went upstairs, but he wasn't here. The mystery man, the mystery Jay. Yeah, no, seriously. If he wakes up in the morning, I'm going to wake up. even though I'm going to fall back to sleep, but I'm probably going to go walking with him and then to come back and take a shower and go back to sleep. But he's early bird. Early bird he's an early bird to wake up, and he is an early bird to go to sleep. 10 o'clock, Jay is down. Unless we have company over or something like that. Then he may stay up. But he don't be wanting to. He be like, baby, you know I'm getting sleepy. Jay like an old man. That's how he act. I know he probably listening to me too. He's so routine. And I see my daughter in him. I see my daughter. She's so routine, just like he is. I'm like, oh my God, they so freaking routine. She said, yep, I can't find it either. It's gone. Yeah, I don't know what happened to it, but we'll find out. Which bear did y'all like? Which bear did y'all like the most as far as what it looks like? Hey, Miss Sonia, how are you? Or is it Son? No, it's Sonia. Or is it Sanjay? Is it Sonia or Sanjay? She said, Amor, when Todd said you met Amor during this saga, that's a beautiful thing. I almost cried. Oh, Robbie. But you know what, though? Let's talk about that for a minute. Right? We have met some very good people during this saga. It hasn't been all dark. You know how people, they talk about all the bad things, how evil, demonic, how dark the saga got, right? But no one really talks about the good parts of it. You know what I'm saying? Like the connections and the unity and the sisterhood and just the love that we have developed for one another, to where it seems like we almost know each other. You know what I'm saying? We can jump in the chat and be like, yeah, we know who this is. We know whose family, And it's like we add another family member each day. We add another one and add another one and add another one, it seems. So, and I never would have thought that me and Jenny would have been cool. But now we could talk on the phone, laugh, have good times, I never envisioned that ever. But, I will say this, though. We wasn't like completely enemies. You know what I mean? I would just ignore her. She would just ignore me. Every now and then I throw a rock her way. And every now and then she would throw a rock my way. But we didn't like scrub each other's face through the ground. I think the most I did was talked about her eyes. And I think she talked about my nappy hair, my nappy short hair. You know what I'm saying? That's just talk. But, we never got really grimy with each other, And I was listening to Break Room yesterday, right? Or the day before yesterday. And she said something that was very key. She said, it's a Sonia with a J. Okay, Sanjay. Okay. Thank you, Miss Sanjay. I like that. But Break Room said something that was very key. Okay. She said, when she fell out with us, we went back and forth and we talked about features. We said, oh, you buck tooth. And she said, oh, you bald head. And we may have, we picked at each other like names, calling like names, right? She said, but one thing that y'all didn't do, she said, y'all didn't say things like, you screwed your daddy, or your daddy screwed your child and your dog, and all the gross, nasty, derogatory, filthy stuff. You understand what I'm saying? It's a difference. It's a difference than talking about aesthetics, bald head, big teeth, shorty, fat, all that. That's just names. That's just name calling. That's just janking is what we called it back in the day, right? Janking. Okay. I'm sure they call it something different today, but janking is what we called it, right? But we didn't do the you de-sucker and you screwed your child and your daddy slept with your dog and your daddy messed with you, at night. And it was just all the nasty, filthy things that they said. They said some of the, oh my God, some of the awful, awful things. They accuse you of having STDs. You know what I mean? They accuse you of going out and having threesomes and being gang raped, you know what I'm saying, by 8 people and sleeping with pastors in churches and your daddy is a pedo. It's just the grimy, nasty stuff that they said, right? We didn't do that. We didn't do that. But they don't see a difference. She said, because they are nasty and filthy. Yeah, what then? It is a big difference, just evil and vile. So one thing I can say, we jank now, we roast, we trolled, but they got nasty, grimy, hateful, and even listen to the tone of the voice. They scream with hate. I mean, pure hate, She said they speak of what they have experienced. Ooh, Nene. That's a good way to look at it. That is a good way to look at it. Look at what Nene just said. They say things that they have experienced. That's crazy. She said Jenny was LaTruth's biggest hitter. She uplifted that man, even though she ain't. Even though he ain't shit. Yes, she did lift him up. And let me tell you something. That's what a supporter does. She was one of his true supporters. Y'all know she was saying some things over there that had us thinking like, she's saying all this stuff about him and it ain't even true, right? She made him look good. She made him look good. She was like, he smelled good, he looked good. She made him look good. She really did. Well, she tried. Let's just say that. Because he never looked good to me. But she represented him well. She did. He didn't appreciate it. He didn't. She said Felicia mouth is filthy and she screams with hate. But I think Felicia be in defense mode. I think she comes from a place of, and I don't want to talk bad about Fifi. Fifi is a good person. I could tell she's a good person. I've talked to Felicia outside of just social media. We've actually talked on the phone. She's actually a good person. But I don't think she has, I'm not going to say she's soft-skinned. I'm just going to say she has triggers that bothers her, that gets to her. You know what I mean? That she takes very, very, very personal. And, I think one of them is, her experience that she's already shared with us about her family, She don't like that shit. Don't come for her family, Felicia. Ooh, Jesus. I think I'm a little different when it comes to that. I love my family, but I look at it like it's just words. I don't take those words to heart, even though they're nasty, they're filthy words. But I look at it more or less. I don't really be paying that much attention to the words more than look where it's coming from. So it doesn't mean anything to me because the source is coming from. If it was someone I valued, someone I respected, someone I looked up to, it would mean something different for me. But I don't value them. I hate to say it, but I don't look up to any of them. I don't. None of them, not one of them. So it does not bother me. If it was somebody different, maybe somebody, I don't know. If it was somebody that I really, really respected and had a lot of love for, respect for, then I think I would feel different. But she said, exactly, Alicia, which further makes me believe his ex-wife because Robert doing Jenny the same way. Bree uplift him and tried to help him. That's a good point too. It's me, Key. That's a good point. But you know what? It can also be, have you ever met someone that, and I know we probably all have, because there's a saying out there, you wouldn't know a good thing if it came and slapped you in the face. Well, a lot of people say different things. Some people say slap you in the face. Some people say spit in your face. You know what I mean? But they say you wouldn't know a good thing if it came and spit in your face or slapped you in your face or whatever, right? Right? I believe that's the case for the siblings. They wouldn't know a good thing. They don't know. A lot of people don't know that they have a good thing until that good thing is long, long gone. Like even with the Jenny situation, she was good to Robert, and she didn't even want Robert to choose sides. She didn't want him to put down his sister and choose her. No, she just wanted him to say, listen, act like ladies and don't go back and forth on social media. That's all she wanted. Y'all can not like each other, but you don't have to tear each other down on social media. He didn't do that. He shared his sister posts, and I blame the sister. I blame Robert, but I also blame the sister because the sister knows that Jenny was down like 4 flat tires, and she came for Jenny. Do y'all remember that? I'm not talking about Toya. I'm talking about Dawn. Dawn came for Jenny. Did she not? Did she not? She came for Jenny. And he shared it. He shared Dawn posts. Why would Dawn come for someone that was 10 toes down for her brother? Because I believe because she wanted to knock Jenny out of the circle. She didn't like the fact that she was saying internet sister. She did not want Jenny to be the internet sister. That bothered her. She did not want Jenny to be Robert's sister. Because you remember, Jenny got on Dawn. When Dawn was on Bree's side, she said, she said, I done replace you. You ain't even the sister no more. I done replace you. Y'all remember Jenny saying that to Dawn? Dawn took that to heart. She took that to heart. She didn't like that. And hey, she held on to those words. Some people hold on to stuff. They don't know how to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. That was yesterday's news. Let it go. They don't know how to do that. You know? They don't know how to do that. So they hold on to things. And she held on to that. She held on to Jenny saying, you are not a big sister. I'm the big sister now. I just replaced you. She held on to that. So she had a dislike for Jenny ever since that situation. You know? She said they know a good thing. They just don't respect it or appreciate it. I don't think they knew that it was a good thing, Tinkers. You think so? I don't know. I don't think so. She said, Amoria Lives make great company for me on my road trips. Yesterday, I listened to you through my car Bluetooth for 280 miles business trip. Thank you. Thank you, Mickey. Mickey, I appreciate that, love. So you think that he knew it was a good thing? Robert claimed Jenny more than he claimed his blood sister. I mean, look at them. Somebody said all this over divorce. Yep. All this over divorce. All this. Over a divorce that actually probably could have been saved. You know? I honestly feel Dawn knows she have destroying all of them. She knows her day is coming when they disconnect from her again. So she put out the truth about them while doing their dirty work. Yep. Because you remember when she made a statement, and it's on my social media page. I'm going to try to pull up Facebook right quick. Hey, Neo, baby. How you doing, girl? All up early this morning. Are you still driving trucks too? Let me know if you're still driving trucks. I'm going to see if I can find that video that she said, that Dawn said, if I came out and told the truth about bro, y'all would be upset. Did y'all remember that one? Let me see if I can find it. I think it's this one. Let's see.
Y'all keep wanting to talk about Robert. Robert is not perfect. And if I was to sit here right now and say the stuff that I feel about Robert, everybody would want to take my head off. But then one minute it's like, take accountability. Call people on their stuff. If I do, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. Y'all keep wanting to talk about Robert. Robert is not perfect. And if I was to sit here right now and say the stuff that I feel about Robert, everybody would want to take my head off. But then one minute it's like, take accountability. Call people on their stuff. If I do, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. Y'all keep wanting to talk about Robert. Robert is not.
Yeah, did y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that? Let me see if they can hear it.
From there.
Play it from where?
There.
I did, but I have to hit it here, but it's there.
No, he clicked on it.
You can't. You got to play it from here. I'm just showing my screen. Did y'all hear that or was it choppy? Here, let's do it again. Tell me if y'all hear it. Thumbs up if y'all hear this video.
Perfect. And if I was to sit here right now and say the stuff that I feel about Robert, everybody would want to take my head off. But then one minute it's like, take accountability. Call people on their stuff. If I do, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned
but you're
if
still
I
gonna
don't.
look at it, right?
Y'all keep wanting to talk about Robert. Robert is not perfect.
So you hear how she basically said, if I tell y'all the truth about Robert, y'all will be ready to take my head off. She was talking to her supporters. Her supporters. She said, you can hear it, but it's through your speakers. I wonder, does this have anything? Jay gonna fix it, y'all. He gonna fix it. But yeah. She said, is that Jay? Yes, that's Jay. But yeah. She said, if I tell y'all the truth, or did she say the truth? Let me see what she said one more time. Hold on.
And if I was to sit here right now and say the stuff that I feel about Robert, everybody would want to my head off. But then one minute it's like, take accountability. Call people on their stuff. If I do, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. Y'all keep wanting to talk about Robert. Robert is not perfect. And if I was to sit here right now and say the stuff that I feel about Robert.
She said, if I say the stuff what I feel about Robert. What she feel about Robert. She said, y'all will be ready to take my head off. Miss Sanjay said, Dawn don't like Robert. But she has to pretend that she do to get them cash. She like, I gotta be a team player. I gotta act like I love my siblings. She's afraid they wouldn't support her. That's right. I believe that. You should be okay to tell someone how you feel, though. You know what I mean? There shouldn't be anything wrong with telling the person how you feel. You know? Alicia says so all the time. She is not telling the truth. Wow, Dawn is messy. Dawn has loose lips. She will spill it soon. Sandra. She said what that Johnny L. Robert was looking at the bar with them damn glasses. Was that Johnny L. Robert was looking at the bar with them damn glasses? I have no idea, Nikki. It's sad that she can't come to her own platform and tell her truth about him. Oh, please. they would throw spitballs at her. She has to pretend that she hates me, hates Bree. Bree ain't did shit to her. She has to pretend that she hates Bree, hates me, hate Bree supporters. She has to do that in order to have support. And that's a shame. She was more respected by me, which I know I ain't shit to her, but she was more respected by me when she was neutral. When she was neutral, when she was saying, I'm not with the mess, I love my siblings, but I'm not, I want to be here for my niece. She didn't like that. She like, shit, this ain't getting me paid over here. Damn that. I need to take a side. You know what I mean? And it's a shame that she felt like she needed to. She really felt like she needed to. She said, OB just posted, y'all hoes need to Google me. What that mean? Girl, you better stop playing, Cassandra. I don't know why you coming over here telling us that lie. OB did not just tell us to Google him. What we gonna find out through the Google? That he on the DV registry? Like, what he mean? That he lay hands on people? We already know that. You hoes needed to Google me. Who want to be married to a man like that? That called women stuff like that? I wouldn't want to be married to nobody like that. I actually would be embarrassed. If my husband was the type of person that called women bitches and hoes, I would be embarrassed as his wife. I mean it. I would be so embarrassed. I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, well, he was just mad. No, I would be like, I think I would bury my head up under the sand. I would be apologizing for him. I'd be like, you guys, I'm so sorry. Jay came out here and totally disrespected you women. I'm so sorry. You understand what I'm saying? It has to be embarrassing to be with a man, right? That talk like that to other women. He's embarrassing. She said, is this a recent conversation? Which one, Allie? Is which one a recent conversation? Cassandra says, I said, what would Google say? Somebody said, let me Google him right quick. You need to see the video of him at that bar looking at the bar, looking at a guy. Oh. That means she doesn't care about him. You talking about Dawn? You don't think so? The truth raised Toya and Kevin while he was going to school. So he say, and look how they turned out. Anyway, Bree was with him for 6 years. That woman learned to survive by reciprocating the energy. Ooh, Scorpion, girl. How many of you guys been in relationships where you had to just survive? That has to be painful to just be in a relationship just surviving. Just surviving. That would be painful. When she turned on Bree, I was done. She betrayed her on the highest level. She could never be trusted. That's exactly how I feel, Allie. Because even if her and Bree fell out, right, to read every effing text message that was ever sent back and forth to you guys was just trashy. For what, though? What did it prove? That you always had a deep hate for her? Because that's all it proved. You've been having a deep hate for this girl. From the beginning, she had a deep hate for her. Every text message, every text message, every one. And it seemed like every week she came back. I got more. I got more. I got more. I got more. Then she kept playing them over and over and over for a minute. Let's hear it again. Let's hear it again. Let me play it again. And then y'all, you know what we never talked about? She did something else. She went after every friend that Bree fell out with and befriended them. At her late age, the people she befriended was Bree age, around Bree age, 30s, early mid 30s. She befriended them. She befriended them. And she said it on her panel. They fell out, and I'm her friend. I'm their friend. I'm Naya's friend. I'm Ayana's friend. I'm this girlfriend. I'm that girlfriend. Mm. She said, I don't know more. Bree got some ways on her that ain't right. She let the folks who was supporting her get dragged, and she didn't defend anyone. The victim mentality has got old to me. Well, just like somebody said, surviving by reciprocating the energy. She was with him for 6 years. Now, I wouldn't say that anybody can stay together for 6 years and some bad habits of one or the other don't rub off on each other. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say that. I think that she was married to a narc that was 11 years older than her. And I believe he came with some bad habits, you know. She may have had some bad habits of her own. And good Lord, Jesus Christ, honey, you know. But oh, Lord, she said, Dawn, conversation about feeling a certain way about Robert. Oh yeah, she may not like him. I don't think she does. When Dawn came and spoke about her siblings on her own, it wasn't good. It was not good. She actually came from a place of, like I told y'all yesterday, she said they're jealous of me. The way she said we jealous of her right now, because you know she says that. She says we're jealous of her right now. That's the same way she said her siblings was jealous of her. Now he heard Jenny say goodbye, Todd. Now we want it done. Wait a minute, what now? Now he heard Jenny says, now he heard Jenny say Google Todd. Now he wants it done. Now you said OB said Google me, right? Not the truth, right? OB said Google me. She said Bree is not perfect, but she doesn't deserve the way Robert and his supporters dragging her. Yeah, but at the same point, you got to hold yourself accountable. Everybody not using you. Oh, yes, Sunshine. I absolutely agree with that. And I never liked, hey, Fifi. Hey, Fee. She said, don't call me Fifi. Hey, Queen Fee. I never liked that either. I don't like that, you know. Every time you fall out with somebody, is they the bad person. Sometimes you got to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, okay, that was my fault right there. I did something wrong on that one, because trust me when I tell you, everybody that she fell out with was not trying to use her, honey. She know I ain't never asked her for a thing. But you know, I'm a type of person that, you know, you only gonna get one time to disrespect me. That's it. That's just how I am. That's how I am. You know. Well, I'm gonna say 1.5 times. Don always been a snake. That's why when Bree separated from him, his whole family would have went with him. If I was Toya, I would be embarrassed how the hell your husband hair done grew past your hair in a year's time. You so funny, Scorpio. I think she got some type of alopecia or something. She said that really made Dawn look bad. She's nobody's friend. Absolutely. Nobody's friend. Nobody. The nasty, disgusting things she said about her niece. Now she come back saying, oh, I said I'm sorry. And she said she loved me. And I said, I love you too. Girl, I'm sorry. Some stuff, I'm sorry, you just can't walk. It's going to take more than I'm sorry to walk back. You know what I mean? With me. I'm sorry. Just sat here and talked about me being gang raped. You know what I mean? Not gang rape. She didn't say that. She said ran a train on. Oh my God, y'all. The girl talked about her 16-year-old niece having a train ran on her. And she's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Whatever. But Desharia is young. So she has a whole life to live and learn and grow. She'll figure it out. She will figure it out. And they ain't gonna get 38 hot when Ashley D said something about her. She's like, keep my niece's name out your mouth. Oh, so you can dog and drag and talk about your niece, but nobody else can. No, that ain't how it works. That ain't how it works. That ain't how it works. No doubt all four of them record every conversation with each other. Definitely there is no sibling love in that family. I believe that wholeheartedly. You hear me? And they just waiting with their receipts on each other. Callie said they all snakes. What's up, Callie? OB said, for you hoes who is so invested in my criminal background, don't believe the lies. Google me, hoes. We did Google them. That's how we found out about that shit. That's how we found out about that stuff. Well, it's on your background report. It's on his background report. Take that up with Intellus, baby. Take it up with Intellus. What happened? What Dawn do now? Oh no, it's not really what Dawn did. We was just really just talking in general. Gigi said, Desharia still not messing with them. That's why she never shared Ish with her daddy and only followed Bree. Oh. Reshares did not post one pic of him. He did all the posting. Who is reshares? Oh, Desharia? I think that's what you're trying to say. I think you're trying to say Desharia. To be honest, the brother's worse than the sisters. What man make fake pages and drag people? Exactly. And what man allow their sisters to come out here and just beef on the internet with a whole bunch of women? What brother what brother want that for his whole, what brother want that for their family? You know what I mean? What brother would co-sign their sisters getting into it with multiple women on the internet? What brother would even want to be associated with women that come out here and say the most egregious things that Toya says out of her mouth? What brother would want that for his family? I understand it's just his sister, but she's his family. Who wants to be connected to that? How can you say you a positive person. You a positive brother. You want to be a positive father, role model for your family. But your sister's out here with the filth in their mouth. Who wants to be associated with that? I ain't saying a few cuss words here and there. I'm saying the nasty ones, the very nasty ones. You know? I would call a family meeting. But listen to this. Sometimes people want to hang around people that they look better than. You know what I mean? So, like, let's take this for an example, right? You remember back in the day when two friends would go hang out, they would go to the club together, and one friend would be hella cute and fine, and she'd be hanging out with a friend that's not hella cute and fine, right? And the reason why she hanging out with that friend that's not hella cute and fine, because it made her look 10 times better, right? So maybe, just maybe, out of the 4 siblings, it makes him look better because they just, you know what I mean? They come out and put it out on the floor thicker than he does. So it makes him look like he's different. Like he's better because they're just gutter. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, I stand out as the more sophisticated one, the more educated one, the more calm and cool, collected one. You understand what I'm saying? The more grounded one, because you're comparing it to what? Look what you're comparing it to. If that's all you have to compare it to, yeah, he looks good. If that's what you were comparing it to. You know? That's why I say they need to be thanking Bree and her coming out with her story for bringing their family together. That man's supporters didn't even know he had real sisters, let alone know that Kevin was his brother. You know, just like I said on my live last night, I believe the reason why they stuck it out so long and they kept multiplying is because of what Robert said. And that is, after the divorce, I'm going to take care of all of y'all. He said he was going to take care of the content creators that stood in the paint for him. And I believe they thought that taking care of was going to mean a big bag. They already thought he was a millionaire. And you got to think, majority of those people are in their 30s and have a bunch of multiple baby daddies, you know, as a single parent. They thought that they was about to come up because they thought he was rich. You know? He said, I'm going to take care of all y'all after the divorce was over. Yep. You're right. It's Miki. She said he got them doing all the dirty work on the front end to make him look good along doing the dirty work on the back end. Where's your comment, Lynn? She said, read my comment. You may have to post it again. I don't see your comment, Lynn. I don't think it came through. If it's too long, it may not come through. You may have to do it 2 times. Felicia said, where did it go? Skeletons just coming out of the closet. Girl, I think they got way more skeletons still in there, child. She said, honestly, I don't think that family knows any better. They were drugged. They were dragged up. They were not shown any love growing up. So you think that's what it is? Because of lack of love? I don't know. Is that possible? If you weren't shown how to love as a child, is it possible for you not to know how to love as an adult? You know, I'm gonna tell you something that I did. I went back and I listened to some videos of Kevin, and I just wanted to see how he communicated with other people, men, women, that don't have nothing to do with this stuff. And one thing that I noticed about him, he is very, very controlling in a conversation and so manipulative. And I'm not just saying that because because I don't like him, because I don't like him. But when I listen to him have a conversation, he overtalks. He always accused the other person of overtalking him. He does that. You gonna let me talk? You gonna let me talk? Oh, I ain't even see your comment right here. It says, did y'all see Sean said she want clarity from Kelly? No. How would we see that, Lynn? Y'all don't want to be on y'all tricycles. We don't be all around the place looking for stuff, child. You probably have to go to her page to see that. Blue Pop must be waiting for her money. But the fact that any man feels like it's okay to put their hands on a woman is a clown. They need to have a list of all DVs in every state like South Carolina does. They may have that. You think it's just a South Carolina thing? Did you see that? I know you went on the live last night, Queen. Did you see that OB is on a registered girl? Did you see that? If I was his wife, man, I don't know. I'd just be embarrassed. I would just be so embarrassed. I would just be so embarrassed. It was a lady that was on Toya Live, and she said this was all Robert's fault, and he could have stopped this long time ago. Toya did not disagree with her at all. Well, because it is true, it is Robert's fault. He could have stopped this long time ago. I do believe that. She said Robert strategically chose Bree to marry young, beautiful, and came with her own. Think about it. If it was anything else, why he just didn't thug it out with Sierra. Sierra wasn't, the what's the word I'm looking for? I think he probably saw the strength or the willpower in Bree that he didn't see in Sierra. She said, if you were not shown any love, you don't know how to love. Their behavior is that of individuals that have no love in their heart. Well, I don't know about that because I just think, you may not know how to love, but you learn along the way. They're in their 40s. Like, you may not have known how to love for the first 15, 16 years of your life. But I'm thinking by the age of 40, you should know grace, love, empathy. Like, you're just taught that. Like, through interactions, social interactions with people, you learn that. You know what I mean? Like, you see what I'm trying to say? Like, that stuff you pick up along the way. The treat others how you want to be treated syndrome. I don't know if that's something that you learned as a child. I don't know. You know? I have to think about that one. I would have to think about that one. She said, what type of registry OB on? Girl, he is on a domestic violence registry in South Carolina. I posted it last night. The link. She said some people never gets it. I believe that. She said it's a spirit of jealousy because they are lacking so much. She said the end for me, if some of his charges has anything to do with her or her kids, and she cuts up like this on here, Lord. She's that type of woman to me. I think she probably feels like she's not gonna be able to get somebody else. So I think she'll deal with whatever this man does, in my opinion. She says, of my 48 years here on earth, this is the absolute worst. Come across. No redeeming quality in either of them siblings. I would probably say the worst on social media. I don't know. I would have to think. I don't know about dealt with. Well, shit. I don't know. I don't know anybody that's worse either. I mean, I'm trying to think personally. Most people I know think like me, you know what I mean? Like, when I would say think like me, I shouldn't say that, but I guess, people that you talk to, deal with, they kind of have the same level of understanding that you have, respect, morals, values, integrity, that type of stuff, leadership skills, forgiveness, accountability, responsibility. Like, those are the type of people I'm used to dealing with. Not perfect people, but people that have messed up and say, you know what, I was wrong for saying that to you. I was wrong for not doing what I said I was going to do. I was, those type of people. Accountability takers, not no, I'm perfect and I ain't done shit and you need to apologize to me and I'm a victim, 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 victim. I hate that right there. I hate that victim mentality bullshit. Like, get the F out of my face with that. Oh, let me drop the link for you, girl. Look up. Let me get it. I had it last night. I got, oh, you know what? I probably still have it in my link. Let me look. My phone is in the room, so. I wonder, do he know he's in a registry? I wonder, does he know that he's in a registry? Y'all think he knows? Let me get it. I just dropped the link. Click on that link I just dropped. Tell me, hey, Felicia, click on this link and tell me if you see it. She says, yeah, he knows he had to register. You got to register for that shit? Wait a minute. Wait a minute, you have to register for it? Or do they stick you in there? I wouldn't register for this. Really? Wait a minute, you got to register yourself? Oh, wow. I don't think I would do that. I think I won't show up for that day. She says, he knows. I'm sure they told him he had to register. I thought maybe they just put him in there, you know. Damn. She said just like that. Damn. Okay. I'd be oblivious to some of this stuff. I'll be like, wait a minute, hold on. You got to register. You got to sign up. I'm here to sign up to be added to the DV registry. I think I would miss that appointment. I think I would miss that appointment. That explains why she was so upset with Bree. She felt some type of way because someone did it to her husband. Because someone did it to her husband. What do you mean? How do you pronounce your name? Trying to see if it's. How do you pronounce that? Break your name down for me. I wouldn't attach my name to this family. I wouldn't even let anyone know I support their kind. Yeah, that's funny as hell. She said, hell no. I wouldn't let nobody know. She said, Toya talks a lot of shit, but she's scared of OB, you could tell. You think so? She said, even with proof, what she's going to say you lie. Always. She said the roach was a lie. She said, Amori, can you see on your end if I canceled my membership? I can't see if you canceled it. I could just see if you're a member or not. But you're green, so it looks like you're on there. It looks like you're a member. Unless it's gonna maybe you canceled it and you still got some time on there. You know what I mean? They all play the victim card plus as a family. Yeah, all play the victim card. All of them play the victim card. Every last one of them. I'm a victim, I'm a victim, I'm a victim. I was manipulated. Like what? At almost 50 years old? Bullshit. Bullshit. Ain't nobody gonna manipulate me to do something. If I do it, it's because I wanted to do it. Because I made the decision to do it. Because I thought about it and for a split second, I thought it was a good idea. You know what I mean? But not because somebody else made me, manipulated me. Never will I ever say that bullshit. I was manipulated. What? See if you was 20, but almost 50? Bullshit. Ooh, Kathleen. She said he raised her and you can clearly see he doesn't like females. Nor does Kevin. I don't know why y'all don't see that. Kevin don't like females either. He don't like females either. Let me tell y'all something. And then I'm gonna go. Y'all know I ain't gonna be on here long. So I'm gonna just say this. So y'all know just about 2 or 3 weeks ago, right? I'm gonna touch on 2K for a minute. 2K was saying, I'm a male hater. I hate men because all I do on my channel is dog men. I talk about men, right? Listen to this. Follow me. Follow me. Then I talk about Toya, and now I'm no longer a man hater. I'm a bully. I don't hate men no more. I'm just a bully. Because first is you only call out men. You only expose men for their lies their narcissism, their abuse. But when you call out a women, now you're a bully. How can one content creator go on another content creator and try to judge them for what it is that they do, right? Especially when they do worse. When they do worse. First, he said, I hate men because I only expose men. But when I expose a woman, I'm a bully. So I guess on my platform, if you listen to him, I guess I'm supposed to be over here having prayer service while he's over there dragging people, talking about people. This man don't know me. And he, out of his own mouth, called me gay without knowing me, without even speaking to me. This man said I wanted to eat another woman's coochie, especially another woman. And I'm a grandmother. I'm old enough to be this man's mama. I'm old enough to be his mama. The first thing that came out of his mouth, oh, she want to eat another girl's coochie. But then when I call him gay, he folded up like the little bitch he is and said, she called me gay. Denise, you have no idea what you're talking about. Let me address Denise right quick. She said, you let a 30-year-old manipulate you to cover up DV. Ja did and blamed it on the truth. No, I did not let her manipulate me. I made that decision on my own. I could have said no. I did not allow her to manipulate me. That was a choice that I made. I took accountability for that. I don't blame Brianna, not one bit. You want to know why, Denise? Because I am a woman. I am a leader. I don't have to blame a 30-year-old for manipulating me. She didn't manipulate me. I could have clearly, simply said, no, I'm not going to do it. The moment I said, okay, that was my choice. So you're wrong. I don't know how old you are, but you can't be in your 40s or 50s because you don't understand that I take responsibility for the things that I do wrong. Okay? Now, you may not. You may say somebody manipulated you to do it because that's the lack of responsibility that you want to take. But I'm not going to do that. I would never blame somebody else for a decision that I made. Period. It's a difference, Denise. Absolutely different. And I didn't do anything different than what Dawn did. Dawn covered it up too. She knew before me. She was there on some of those incidents. Okay? She knew before me. And Dawn too said that her brother was abusive, that she believed that Brianna was abused. That's not manipulation. She's only switched up because the money stopped. Period. Period. Let's just be all the way honest. If she was still getting that $400, she would still be trying to testify against her brother. Period. Let's just be all the way honest. I don't have nothing to hide, dear. I'm not going to blame somebody else for my wrong. I don't do that. Nope. I would never do that. Never, ever. Never, ever. Hey, Lampo. Amor, I told you last night that both of you are content creators. He should have kept his mouth shut because do the same thing. To be honest, he have people on his panel fighting. Yeah. Well, we know why he's doing it, but I just find it to be weird, to be honest with you. You know? She said they always bring up Ja. Exactly. And they bring up Ja and his abuse, but they never, ever bring up OB. Denise, did you know that OB was on a registry, a domestic violence registry? Did you know that? Let me see if she answers. Let's see if she knew. Did you know that OB was on a domestic violence registry? She said, I just woke up and saw that Amora was live, mad that I missed the first hour. Oh, we was only, listen, I was really only on here to test out my equipment. And an hour and 30 minutes later, she said, you see Kitty driving home from Diddy party looking all zesty. It's on Pink Panther page. You so funny, Keisha. Well, let me show you, Denise. You see this? Who's covering up his look at this. What does that say? Domestic Violence Registry of South Carolina. And I dropped the link just in case you think I'm lying. This is the link right here. You can click on it and go 5 pictures down and you'll see him yourself. He's an abuser. But nobody is putting up a fuss about him. See, we get a little selective who we want to call out. Now, don't we? We get a little selective who we want to focus on. We get a little selective who we want to cover up. We get a little selective who we want to ignore. We get a little selective who we want to be outraged over. Yeah, we do. A whole domestic violence registry. And this is DV month, domestic violence month. But everybody will overlook the fact that he bopped a woman upside the head with a GUN, put her in the hospital. He could have KIL'd her. And that wasn't the first charge. So he's on a registry. He had to register as a domestic violence offender. It must have been pretty bad for him to have to register as an offender. But no one would talk about that. No. She says, I don't know about this, but I'll wait for other content creators to cover this so I can get the full story. Well, just click on the link. They're not going to cover it. Denise, really? You really think they're going to? Let me tell you why they're not going to cover it. Let me tell you why. I'm going to pull it up for you. Hold on. I'm about to show you why this would never get covered. Let me tell you, right? Let me open this. I'm about to tell you why it would never be covered. Here, let me take a picture of this. All right, I'm about to tell you why it'll never be covered. Find where I put it. Oh, right here. That's why it'll never be covered. Warning signs of a cult. The leader is always right. Criticism of the leader or questioning the leader is considered persecution. Anything the leader does is justified, no matter how harmful it may be. The leader is the only source of truth. Everybody else is a liar. Followers must be blindly devoted to the leader and never question him. The members won't recognize they belong to a cult. That's why it will not be covered. Never, ever, ever. Mm-mm. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. They will not cover it. Mm-mm. He's already came out and said it's a lie. And I dropped the link and you can go to it yourself. I guess he's going to say I created the site. I'm that good. I damn sure don't need to be a content creator. You know? She said so she can get the full story. Oh, well, yeah. Be like, oh, well, he's on the registry because if the girl wouldn't have said something smart to him, she wouldn't have been hit upside the head with a GUN. So it was her fault. I'm sure. It was her fault. It was her fault. Just like it was the store fault that he robbed at gunpoint and spent 10 years in prison. She said, mourning the cult thing can apply to both sides. I'm just due. Hmm? You mean I'm just saying? I ain't on no side though, so I don't know. I don't know how that could be. And I only know a few people of Brianna supporters that think that everything Brianna do is right. Only a few. But everybody else will call it out along with me. I only know a few that try to make excuses over everything. Only a few. Only a few. You know? She said, okay, so she believes it about Jonelle, but doesn't believe it until they cover it. Yet she doesn't want to believe court documents. No, child. Mm-mm. She says it's been awful quiet about this. Had this been Roberta, they would have been already talking shit. She said, I cannot take these folks serious at all. Hell, the court done covered it. That's all that matters. She said the court done covered it. But Lampo, they want to hear that it wasn't his fault, that the woman, smart mouth, maybe she said something to him, or whatever the case may be, and he hollered off and clucked upside the head with a GUN, and that he's justified. I'm sure that's how they gonna paint it. You know what I mean? They gonna make it pretty now. But he also beat up his landlord in 2023. What are they gonna say about that? You know, well, I think domestic violence is only in a relationship, because I think when it's not in a relationship, I think it's considered assault and battery, or aggravated assault or something like that, because he did that last year to his landlord. That's what he wanted the bail money for. Anyway. Sounds like he's just an angry bird. Yep, he is an angry bird. A man that he came out the other day and said, I beat up bitches. That ain't nothing to be proud of. Like, that's not something that you want to be known for. I beat up bitches. This boy said I beat up bitches. Hey, how do y'all feel that he told this 5'6" dude said I beat up bitches? Denise, how did that make you feel to hear that? He said I beat up bitches. He said it out his own mouth. I beat up bitches. In front of his wife. They was on the same live. I beat up bitches. That ain't nothing to feel good about. That ain't nothing to brag about. I beat up bitches. She said, Amora, they believe it, but wouldn't dare go against the family. Somebody said she took the video down. Oh, she took the one down that he said I beat up bitches. Oh, come on now. Denise, you don't listen for the family when they go live and talk? She said she ain't hear it. They always say I never heard it. I didn't know. No one said anything. I didn't see the video. They always say that when it comes to the things that they do. Just like when he said he kicked Brianna, and they said he ain't never kicked that girl. He ain't never kicked that girl. And he came out and said, yeah, he kicked her. They never heard that either. Anyway, neither here or there. It's all good. She said, men that beat on women would not fight another man. You're probably right, Lampo. You're probably right. You know? She says, no, honestly, I don't watch certain content creators on here. Oh, okay. Well, he said that. He said it just as bold and confident as he wanted to. He said it as like a threat, I guess. You know, I beat up bitches, like as if he'll beat us up. You know, why he was sitting beside his wife. He was sitting right beside her. I beat up bitches. She said, read my comment. Where is it at, Dimitri? Let me see. Where is your comment? I don't see your comment, Dimitri. Let me go back up. You're going to have to write it again. It must be all the way back up. I don't see it, Dimitri. Copy it and paste it again. I don't see it at all. If it's too long, it might not post. I think that's how it goes. I don't see it at all. I beat up bitches. I wouldn't even want my man calling another woman that. In my presence or not in my presence, but I think especially in my presence, I would be so embarrassed. Lizzo said, I'm curious. What are you curious about, Lizzo? She said, good morning, queens. Good morning, baby. She says, I don't know. I don't understand why you guys insist on treating Bree as if she's a teenager, although she does behave that way. She's a grown woman with almost 6 kids looking to her for guidance. But who's talking about Bree? Sweet and sexy? Who's talking about Bree? What do we say about Bree that make you think that we treat her like a teenager? We don't even hardly ever mention Bree's name on this channel. If we do, we're just saying things that you guys do to her. I think you guys are a little obsessed over hearing her name. But who's talking about Bree? We was talking about OB said that he beat up bitches. OB. We was talking about OB. She's the reason all of this is happening. No, she's not. She's not the reason this is happening. This has nothing to do with no divorce. This is OB. This is what OB said yesterday. Yesterday. Y'all need to stop trying to blame her for everything. Not true. And that's why God is continually blessing her while other people out here shaking the can. Because they want to reach back and try to blame her for all of this, and it's just not true. That shit that happened between her and Robert, that shit is over. That shit is over. So over. And she's not the reason all of this happened. Not at all. Mm-mm. Nope, 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 nope. That's not how life works, sweet and sexy. Mm-mm. People grown. People have to take responsibility for their own actions. She's not the reason. Mm-mm, not at all. She said you wouldn't be talking about OB or even know him if it wasn't for Robert and Bree. That might be the case, but guess what? Their situation is over. Their situation is over. And let me tell you something. Toya and OB butted their own business. They butted in their themselves. Bree never said anything about Toya or OB. They said something about her. 7 days after the incident, mind you. If a couple get into it, 9 times out of 10, they're going to make up. 7 days outside of the incident, 7 days past the incident, Toya came to social media and called Brianna all type of nasty black lip bitches and how her daddy screwed her daughter and the son and all type of nasty derogatory stuff. She butted her nose into their business 7 days. 7 days after the fight. 7 days. 7 days. She said, you all butted in as well. We butted in how many months? I came online July of last year, of 2023. This happened October of 2022. Let's do the math together. This happened in October. We got November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. 9 months after it happened. 9 months after it happened, my channel started. 9 months later. 9 months. Toya put her nose in it 7 days afterwards. There's a difference, sweet and sexy. There's a difference. Why was it still going on 9 months later? Because the man in the relationship wouldn't let it die. He wouldn't let it die. There's a whole lot of people that came out and said things about their spouse on the internet. And guess what? Their spouse handled it a total different way. And it didn't get out of hand. It just poof, went away. And it went away. But you got a sister that came out 7 days after a public fight and said, I couldn't stand her no way, and a whole bunch of other stuff. She was wrong. And you guys are not bold enough to say you were wrong. 7 days, they could have made up. They were still sleeping together. 7 days. 7 days. She butted in the fight. 7 days. 7 days. Would your sister-in-law do that to you, sweet and sexy? Would your husband allow his sister to butt in a conversation, in an argument, 7 days afterwards? 7 days. And not only just the sister, but the sister that's married to an abuser. He's married to an abuser. He's married to an abuser. That's not true. Listen what this lady say. She said, it's 2 years later and you are still dragging it. Kevin responded, it looks weird for you. Well, you must be blind because he comes on the channel. We literally just had a whole conversation like 2 days ago, sweetie. He's very much responding to everybody. Okay. You may not know that, but he's come on my panel. He's came on Jenny panel. He's very much responding. He doesn't know how to not respond. He doesn't know how to not respond. And his situation don't have nothing to do with this marriage. Him living with Dwight for 3 years and Dwight being accused of bending over a man consensually. That's a whole different saga, baby. Whole different saga, baby. That don't have nothing to do with the saga. Nothing. That's something totally different. Him scamming people out of their money, saying he was going to feed people bologna sandwiches and didn't. They don't have nothing to do with this saga. Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. So sweet and sexy, you must be asleep to say he's not responding. He was just over here yesterday. So was his brother. No, the day before yesterday. I'm sorry. So was his brother. So obviously, you must be asleep. Very much so. You know? That's what they say about Toya and OB. Y'all been quiet, minding y'all business. No, the F they haven't. Exactly. Not at all. Not 1 week. Absolutely. They don't want to hear that though. Tinkers, they don't want to hear that. Amora, she knows she's just trying to justify the bullshit. This is pointless to keep talking to this person. You're right. You're absolutely right. You're right. You're right. Why is that person still questioning you? Tell her to go ask them across the street that she won't. She said, I bet everyone in this audience has some weird skeletons that would be interesting to cover. It's distasteful, but I digress. Have a good day. All right, well, have a good day. Bye. They give themselves away from the fake pages. They do. We was telling them that people had more skeletons in their closet and they need to stop dragging Bree for having fishy coochie and big feet and cross-eyed and all type of other weird ass shit that they was focusing on. They didn't think so. They thought it was a good idea to talk about her coochie, how it smells, how deep it is, and all type of weird ass shit. You know what I mean? Just weird people. And just the adults that sit there and listen to it, to me, make me want to vomit. It'd be adult women and men just want to sit there and listen to that shit. It just makes me want to vomit. To know that a grown person cares about that, want to hear that shit. Even to come out of a grown person's mouth, right? Nasty. Just disgusting. They scared they gonna get cussed out by one of the content creators. They see if they question anything, boy. Ooh, they gonna get it. She says, no, we don't have no weird shit in our closets, but the Hampton family does. Only people we know in the closet was K. Diddy. So go talk to him about that. She said, Amor, I appreciate you letting us voice our opinion and not cursing us out. I don't know why your supporters are so surprised by RA supporters. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers in my B Bernie Mac voice. That was a joke, right, Denise? They're not trying to make you scared. Our people don't bite. They just don't like ignorant people. When you come over here and act like you ain't never heard this, you ain't never seen this, you don't know nothing about this, and you don't believe this, yeah, they get a little touchy because, like, where you guys, your head is in a pillow or something, or the sand. Like, that's what they think. They feel like your head is in the sand. It has to be because this shit been going on for 2 years, and for y'all to act oblivious to a lot of this BS is like weird. Oh, I didn't know he was. I didn't know he was an abuser. What do you mean you didn't know he was an abuser? We've been telling y'all for 2 years. Well, not quite 2, but a little over a year. She said they don't want y'all getting on OB because them BAN brothers ain't gonna protect Ish. So ain't. You right about that, Free. She said he's been charged more than once for sexual something, so I believe it's whether drop or not. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send you his whole file, Queen. She said, Denise in my Felicia voice, go vote. Go vote. Yes, we got to vote next month, you guys. Who's not registered? You know what? On my live tonight, well, I don't want to step on anybody's toes because I know some people don't vote because of religious reasons. But if you do vote, like even for us, we just moved here to Texas and we already registered. But some people need to register to vote. She said early voting is October the 15th. Let me see. I don't normally early vote, but let me just see. I go to the polls, baby. All right, so for us, it is it's October the 21st for us. Okay. So where's it October the 15th? Where you live, the one that said October the 15th, because we can go October the 21st. Early voting starts October the 21st to November the 1st for all Texans. I'm in Atlanta. Okay. So Atlanta, you can vote October the 15th. All right. So I guess it's different dates. Just Google to see when you can vote. She said a more of them ads is adding today. I did turn it on. But I think that we definitely need to, don't let this slip by. We moved here and we had to register, and my daughter just registered like maybe a month or so ago. So we will be going together. But now I'm gonna tell y'all what I do. Y'all tell me what y'all do. I know this might sound bad, but sometimes you do have to allow your man to lead in the house. So with us, my husband, because he's into this stuff, he goes through, he read up on the candidates and this, and the other, and then he write out who we're voting for. Do your spouse do that? Do any of y'all vote for the same person your spouse votes for, or do you pick your own person? Let me know. Because my husband said, I'm going to give you a list of everybody that we're voting for. And I'm like, okay, he's going to make it easy for me. I used to be into politics, but it got a little murky for me when that Trump thing went on and I just stopped watching it. She said, I do, and we tend to vote the same. Okay. So you read up on your own candidates, Mrs. Hurd? We vote the same. Okay. Kayshawn said they vote the same. It needs to be because it's definitely disturbing. Well, we're all three going to vote. Okay, Ms. Robinson says she vote the same. They mail out flyers every day of what Democrat votes for and what Republicans to vote for. So if you're a Democrat, read up on it and you know who to vote for. I'm gonna let my husband do that. She said, Queen Fee, please tell her more. Tell me what? Tell me what, Felicia? She said, me being in Chicago, I will not be voting for Kamala. I can tell you that. Why? What did she do for people in Chicago, Athena? Me and my husband vote the same person. I vote blue. Okay. We vote the same. Okay. Do anybody not vote the same with their spouse? That had to be a food fight to not vote the same. I do know some people like that though, but oof, that got to be different. She said, I picked my own person. Okay, Jennifer, you and your husband don't vote the same? We usually do the same. To be honest, I pay more attention to what measures. Or positions are trying to be passed. Okay. I also don't complain about the shit I can't control. So, oh, you're not voting, Jen? Okay. My cousin's not voting, but she's a Jehovah's Witness, and she don't vote. She does not vote. Said about a decade ago, we didn't vote the same. Ooh, I know there had to be a loud house around voting time then. My husband's voting for Trump, and I'm definitely not. Really? Y'all don't sit down and talk about it together? I'm just wondering, how does that work? That's a little different. Last time I voted was for the Obama first term. Oh, you don't vote every time? Oh, she said, I picked my own, but we discussed. Okay, do y'all go together or do y'all go at different times? We vote the same. We vote blue in my house. She said Trump is friends with the enemies. Not at the same thing. Are you voting for Trump, Athena? I don't vote for criminals, period. I will vote for these clowns. Same bird, different way. Are you saying I wish I would vote for these clowns? Is that what you meant to say? I wish I would? Look at Callie talking about some Trump 2024. Lord Jesus. We vote the same. We get the mail in the ballots. We mailed them yesterday. Okay. I make sure I vote early or every election, but last time I was excited about an election was Obama term. The man gave me hope. He always will be my president. He gave you hope, girl. She said, yep, Trump 2024. We got a few Trumpers. She says, I'm voting for KH because I would rather have some sense of democracy than racism and lies. Who in their right mind would vote for Trump with all the sexual abuse charges? LOL, Kamala Harris. It is. Me and my spouse do the pros and cons and then come together. Harris 2024. They already know who they want. Now, I believe that. I definitely believe that. And I do believe that people are plants. I do. Well, let me just tell y'all what I think, okay? And this feeds off of Adrian's post here. It says they already know who they want. Well, I'm here to tell y'all it's going to be Kamala Harris, and I believe it because I believe she's a plant. I believe she was a plant for VP, and I believe that she is a plant for president. Okay? So I believe that she's going to make it, and I believe Adrian when she says they already know who they want and they know who's already going to be president. That's just my opinion, and I believe Kamala Harris is going to be the president because I believe she's a plant. Period. You know? She said Democrats are going down. You got to do your research. I believe that she's a plant and she's, now if I'm wrong, y'all know I'm going to come back and say Amora was wrong, but I believe she was a plant. I believe they already know. Mexico voted for their first female president. It's time for America to make a change. Oh, I think they are. She said the crazy thing is the U.S. can go to other countries and mess it up, then talk bad about them when they have to come to the U.S. and suffer like a slave. Ooh, that's deep, Mrs. Robinson. That's deep, but they do it. That's deep. Baby, watch this, y'all. Baby, who we voting for? Who are we voting for? The election.
Only one person.
Who?
Kamala.
Okay, I just asked.
Shit, ain't but one choice.
There's only one choice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I like your shirt. No. Mm-mm. But what's on it?
Bread, stuff like that.
No, I don't need anything. I think I got everything I need. I am. I'm going to go to bed. Well, Jay said we voting for Kamala. She said, can you explain why, please, Amor? Explain what? Why I think she's a plant? Why do I think that she's a plant? I believe Obama was a plant too. I believe he was a plant both times. Because I believe that the presidency is ran just like the military. And in the military, they groom you way before, like right when before you even apply, they're already grooming you, right? And they actually tell you to apply for these different positions, right? And then they tell you to apply, and they tell you if you apply, they're going to rally behind you. You already know this before you even start your campaign, right? If they're going to rally behind you. So I believe it's a plant because, like I said, I believe that they already know who they want to be the president, just like they know who they want to be these generals in the military, these colonels, these light birds, all of this. Some of these high profile jobs already know who they want for the position. I don't think it's any different for the presidency, right? They tell you, they literally tell you who they want to run. They told Kamala Harris, run for VP. They knew she was going to be the VP. They knew she was going to be the VP. So I literally believe that they know who they want and the reasons why they want them. And I do believe that America want to show diversity. That's why they even chose Kamala to be the VP. Right? They want to show diversity. We've seen our first gay, or I shouldn't even say gay, but you know, I don't even know what word to use, but I'm just gonna say LGBTQ or however, whatever the word is. I'll be messing it up. But we seen them, the first one as a mayor, and he actually was a successful mayor. We seen the first one as a senator, the first one as a governor. You know, they're hiring them in. We got LGBTQ police chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Preachers. So they're doing all these diversities, right? And what have we not had in America? We've had a black president. That we actually had several, but just we only know of one because they don't want to count for all the black presidents was presidents way before back in the day history, right? They don't want to count for those. However, we have not had a female president, and a lot of countries actually have female rulers, female leaders, you know, but not America. And I think they feel like it's time to let a female. And the thing about it is, let me tell y'all a little something. I don't want to get too much into this, but something about the presidency position, it's a big responsibility, but at the same time, they don't really make a whole lot of decisions. They don't bust a grape without Senate and Congress approval, and sometimes even Superior Court. So they don't really, so to be honest, if you have the money, anybody can be a president, right? You just got to be able to listen and do what these folks tell you to do, right? Because you ain't really making no decision. The decision is already made before it come to you. All you doing is signing your name on documents. That's it. You sitting there listening and signing your name, that's it. But your people that work for you are the ones that's making decisions. Those are the ones that go behind the closed doors and duke this out, fight this out, figure this out. And then they come and brief you about it. And you have to sign the dotted line. You know what I mean? You just got to have, the backing. If you have the backing, anybody can be president. You don't have to sit there thinking, be a smart person. Because to be honest with you, Donald Trump is not that smart. But he was the president. He made president. So with that said, I think they are rallying behind Kamala Harris because they know that Kamala Harris, they want her to be the president. Now, the thing that gets me is I'm like, now, we normally do blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, kind of like that, right? But it's been looking mighty blue. Mighty blue. Well, it was blue, blue, red, blue. And I think it's going to be blue again before it turns red. Good morning, Rachel. It was blue, blue. Barack Obama was blue, blue. Then Trump, red. And then it's going to be blue Biden and then another blue. And another reason why I think that she's going to get it because she's the VP right now. So, but I don't know if she'll do 2 terms, but I definitely think that she's going to do one, at least one. Absolutely. And I believe that if Michelle Obama would have ran, she would have been, they would have pushed her over and, too. I thought he was a smart businessman, but he seems to not be that either. Man, let me tell you, the only thing I thought was very, very smart about him was the fact that he figured out how to only pay $700 and some for taxes. Now I really wanted him to teach me that though. I'd take one of his tax prepared classes for sure. You hear me? But other than that, and then I'm gonna tell you something about Trump. I don't like him as a leader because I feel like he just, I think he compromises America as a whole. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think he's tough on this and he's tough on that. No, in my opinion, I feel like he's about his family. He tries to put his family in position or whatever, but he did a lot of throwing America up under the bus. I mean, hell, for goodness sakes, he wanted his VP head on a silver platter, pretty much, right? He definitely did. We can't say that he didn't allow them to go after the vice president, which is crazy, right? But one thing I do like about him is he don't give a damn what y'all say about him. Trump don't care. You can say he did this, he did that. He don't care. You're like, oh well, all right, yeah, I did that. Okay, and he'd be straight busted and stuff, and he'd be like, oh well. What about when you did this? And what about when you did that? She said, Amor, would you like to be a guest speaker on my channel on a different app? Talking about what, Miss Casey? And he is funny, Kayshawn. Y'all know, she said he keep me wrong. Let me tell you something. When he was president, it was always a day you can wake up and he have Twitter in a damn shamble. Tell me he didn't. Tell me that when he was president, when he tweeted, it didn't get everybody's attention. Now, that's what I did like about him, that it was something exciting going on. Whereas President Biden was just flat out boring. You know what I'm saying? As far as you don't even really know what he did unless you really, really, really got into it, because he was so boring. It was nothing exciting about him at all, She says Twitter was boring when he got banned. Okay. Because Trump would say he just get up and say some foolishness. But let me tell you what I think about Trump as far as the entertainment side of Trump. Trump knows how to keep the talk about him, just like some content creators, okay? And let's go into that right quick. Y'all gonna be like, damn, Amor, you just switched the subject. Okay. Raise your hand if you heard about the Darius Cook and the Tabitha Brown. I think that's her name, Tabitha Brown beef, or I wouldn't even say beef, but I hear in the social media where they call it the beef. Raise your hand if you heard about Darius Cook and Tabitha Brown, or let's just say situation. Okay, I see one hand. I see Shantae. Anybody else heard about it? Okay, two hands. Anybody else? Let me get a third one. Anybody? Okay. So let me explain what's going on. Darius Cook thought it was wise to come out and say that Tabitha Brown, she took signed a deal with Target, okay? And he thought it was wise to come out and speak about it. He gave his own opinion. And he's entitled. No one says that he can't do that. You're entitled to speak on whatever you want. But he spoke on Tabitha, child. Everybody loved Tabitha except for a few haters, right? But he said that she shouldn't have never done that. Basically, he's saying that she could have sold cookbooks and made millions on top of millions on top of millions versus the little amount of money that she's being paid to endorse or to have Target endorsement on her product, right? So with that said, it got back to Tabitha because he was like, no way in the world. Like he said as if it was a bad move. Like she made a horrible move, okay? So it got back to Tabitha. And she didn't, y'all know Tabitha is not about to cuss you out or nothing like that, but she'll give you a Southern read that'll get you to thinking, okay? Right? So she gave him a Southern read, okay? Basically by saying, I can't remember exactly what she said, but in so many words, like people will hate on you for, your happiness. They'll hate on you for your joy, your money, your family, your friends, your love that you have to give. Like they'll speak negative about this, that, or the third, basically because of who they are in so many words, okay? That's what she was basically saying. She snapped back at him, right? But her snapback is not what all the fuss about. It's her supporters. Her supporters ripped Darius Cooks a new asshole, okay? Because her supporters came out swinging, and I mean swinging. Do you hear me? Her supporters brung out blades, knives, forks, spoons, pots, pans, hot water, bleach. They came swinging at Darius Cooks, okay? They tore in his ass, pretty much, okay? However, this was a PR move for Darius. Why? Because since he stopped being accused of scamming people, he hasn't been the talk of the town that much. You understand what I'm saying? His name was beginning to fizzle out. Of course, he got his supporters, but when he was making the big bucks, it was because he had a lot of haters. A lot of haters, okay? And when he had a lot of haters along with his supporters, he made more money. So this was a PR move. Let me go after Tabitha because Tabitha is pretty big. So he did a Tasha K move. Y'all remember when Tasha K, after she got sued with Cardi B, who did she go after? She went after Beyonce's daughter. Now, the only difference was Beyonce didn't bite. And it fizzled out. Because when a person don't bite, then you look like an obsessed fool. She went after Beyonce's daughter saying Beyonce's daughter can't dance. It's not because she didn't like Beyonce's daughter. She wanted Beyonce supporters to fight with her supporters to watch her content so she can make money. Some of this stuff is PR moves out here in these social media streets. That is what Trump does. When Trump gets up in the morning and tweets, or when he used to, some crazy shit, it's not because he really believed everything that he tweeted. He needed to continue to be talked about, whether it's in a good way, whether it's in a negative way, it don't matter. In order to keep your name flowing through the streets, flowing, you need to be talked about, good or bad, okay? Good or bad. So that's why Darius did what he did. That's why Tasha K did what she did. And that's why 2K is trying to do what he's doing. They want to be talked about. So they'll pick on people that they know have a vicious ass support team, because that vicious ass support team is going to watch his shit so they can attack. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's why when we didn't mention R. Diddy's name for 3 or 4 days in a row, what did he do? He came and found us. He came to our chats talking crap in our chats. Why? Because he wants us to mention his name. If we're not mentioning his name, if we're not fighting with his supporters, what's going to happen? His name is going to fade out. So Darius Cook, after they stopped accusing him of being a scammer, the haters stopped messing with him. Not all of them. Of course, you're going to still have some haters that's going to hate for the rest of their life. That's just how it's going to be. But majority of them was like, okay, it's over. I'm done watching him. I'm done stalking him. I'm done harassing him. No, he want them back. He want them back. Come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. I need you. So that's what happens. Okay? It's a strategic move. And Darius Cook, he'd already been out there being drugged up and down, whatever. So he don't mind that, right? So her supporters came after him, and what he do? Y'all, let me explain what I was trying to say, okay? That's what he's doing now. Let me explain what I'm trying to say. Okay? So that is why Darius, I think he went after Chef Carmen first, but I don't think Chef Carmen base was as big as Tabitha. I think Tabitha base is way bigger. And after her, he may go after somebody that's bigger than Tabitha. You know? Because Tasha K, when I saw Tasha K, when she was going after Beyonce's daughter, I was like, ooh, I see her play big as day. I saw it. It wasn't that she didn't give a damn if Beyonce's daughter could dance or not. She wanted Beyonce to say something to her. Now, Beyonce's supporters did step to her ass. But I think the reason why she backed off of Beyonce's daughter is because a lot of her own supporters was like, you messing with a child. She's a kid. We can't support you on that. So she backed up off of Beyonce's daughter. You know? But she was definitely like, shit. Me going after Beyonce's daughter will put some coins in my pocket. Because that's how she became a millionaire, going after Cardi B. She did not become a millionaire before her incident with Cardi B. When she went after Cardi, she went after Cardi hard. I'm talking about hard. And that's how she made her money. She says, have he even been doing food reviews? Yeah, he's been doing food reviews, but I don't know if those food reviews are getting him the bag that he once got. Because it was time when Darius said he made $1 million like in a day or two or something like that, you know? So sometimes when people say good or bad, they still get you paid. Good or bad news. Matter of fact, y'all remember Dennis Rodman? What did Dennis Rodman say? Dennis Rodman said when he was a normal looking basketball player, he didn't get first string. he didn't, he sat on the bench more, didn't get first play or first string or whatever you call it. And he didn't get the news cameras all in his face. He didn't make the money that he was making, right? Right? But he said once he went and put tattoos all over his face and put earrings in his lip and started acting a plum fool, what happened? Not only did he get negative attention, but they paid him more money. Hey, he said, when I was just an average, young man playing basketball, I didn't make that much. But when I did this and this and this and this and start acting like this, they gave me more money. You know what I mean? Exactly, Adrian. Good or bad, it's going to pay you the same. So a lot of people be like, oh, I just want positive content, this, that, and the other. Listen, you need a mixture of it all. Okay? And I learned to stop blocking people. You remember I used to block everybody out my chat? And my moderators used to go crazy. Blocking people left and right. But that's what, when I came out here, I ain't know no better. I'm like, block them, block them, block them, block them, block them, block them, block them. Get them out of here, get them out of here. Block them, block them, block them. So I started going around to bigger platforms, more successful platforms, and start listening. They're like, don't block the haters. The haters help us get paid. Haters watch you too. You got haters watching you too. Interaction and engagement, right? That brings more people. Right? And with that said, I had to stop blocking people. So I was like, look, don't block them, don't block them, don't block them, don't block them. If you really think that you can go through being a social media content creator, let me just tell y'all this. If you think for 1 second you could be a social media content creator and not get drugged at all, you just might as well clock out. That's why sometimes when I be hearing Robert say things like, speak to me nice, and why y'all this, why y'all that? He only does that because that is content for him. Him acting like a victim, him acting like, oh, there's a bald-headed woman on YouTube that keep on talking about my mama, talking about my kids, talking about my family. That's content. That's content. He trying to make money. That's content. He don't care nothing about me over here on YouTube saying nothing. He actually wants me to. That's helping people to go back to his page and say, I wish they'll just leave you alone and you ain't been doing nothing. And I just wish they'll leave. Because if I stop cold-hearted, you guys, right? He done. He's done. He pretty much already done, but he's still hanging on by a little bit, you know? Right? Absolutely, Adrian. You definitely got to have tough skin to be out here. If you don't want somebody snapping crazy looking pictures of you and posting it on a thumbnail and all types of crazy shit, you might as well just go on and clock out. She said, I would be blocking every day. No, you would not. If you're trying to have a successful channel, you wouldn't care. You would do what I did, block them in the beginning and then be like, oh, hold on a second. What the hell am I doing? I had over 1,000 people blocked off my page. Make no sense. Somebody said she backed off because Tina jumped in the comments. Now, Tina didn't jump in the comments. Tina wrote something on her own page. She wrote something on her own page. She said, when you just said Robert name, my stomach started hurting. That man name triggered something in me. Damn. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Marlon. I think R. Diddy took his YouTube notes from you. He was never over, but had followers. He was never what? He was never over. He's definitely listening. We were talking about that video of him carrying that GUN on his side with that brown and orange on, and he posted that video. It's crazy how we control their minds. He was never over here. Oh, right. And I don't know why. Why in the world would you waste? Man, if I had, which I already know they bots, that's what can further tell you that they're bots. But there's no way I can have 300,000 subscribers on YouTube and I wasn't giving them no content. Like, are you crazy? Man, please. Anyway, I'm about to get off. Thank you guys for hanging out with me this morning. She said Robert blocked everybody if he doesn't like what you say. And then guess what he does though, Melinda? He go back and unblock you. I've been unblocked about 2 or 3 times. He go back and unblock you later. He get out of his feelings and start thinking about his bag. And that's what you got to do. Get out your feelings and start thinking about your bag. That's why I can't for the life of me see how somebody can get mad by being called a name. Never that. I laugh at that shit. You know, some people call you name because that's what they really think about themselves. You know what I mean? She said, I wish he would unblock all my pages. He will eventually, girl. He gonna unblock you. I promise you that. He's gonna unblock you. She said, thank you for going live. I was about to fall asleep on my face. I clocked in early, too early. You was about to fall asleep on your face. Well, thank y'all for helping me test out this equipment. Jay is going to be figuring this out. And yeah, now y'all know I'm going to go live today, but I'm not supposed to go live tomorrow. But y'all know, last time I said I wasn't going live, and what happened? I ended up going live with Jenny. So, I don't know who, I'm not even going to say it because I'm going to try. Well, you know what? I'm supposed to be going to pick pumpkins on Sunday. We're going to the pumpkin patch. So maybe I'll go live from the pumpkin patch. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Now, I went and picked peaches before and I picked apples. I've never picked pumpkins. Anybody been to a pumpkin patch? Do they have snakes? Anybody? She said, I'm going to the pumpkin patch tomorrow. Do you just go and pick out one pumpkin or what do you do? She said, I love going to the pumpkin patch. Do they have like little treats out there for you to eat? My greedy ass. Look, I better slow down. They have what? Hayride, games, and food. Ooh. I like pumpkin spice candles. We go every year. We do a hayride with our grandkids and do the corn maze and no snakes. So let me ask you, do you have to have a child? Because I'm not going with a child. So like, are there adults out there or do I need to stay the hell away because there's a bunch of kids? If it's a bunch of kids, I might have to go do something different. Do adults be out there by themselves? She said, you never went with your kids when they were growing up? No. Hell no. I ain't going no pumpkin patch. I went to Oktoberfest, but not no pumpkin patch. But my son go with his kids. She said, have you ever tried the pumpkin bread? Yes. Ooh. I'm gonna call Jay. So my daughter just made pumpkin bread. I'm getting ready to go ask my husband to bring home some cream cheese icing. You want to know why? Oh, that's gonna make it so good. Hold on. Let me text him right quick. I don't have my phone in here. but I can send him a message on here. All these people. Oh, right here. Hey, babe. All right, I just text him. Now, pumpkin bread is good, but have you ever had it with cream cheese icing? Ooh, Lord, I'm a whole junkie out here in the streets. She says, "Amore, I've been and never again." Oh my God, Jennifer, what? Tell me, why you not going tomorrow? Tell me why I shouldn't go tomorrow, girl. What happened? What happened, girl? Was it a snake? What happened, girl? What happened? Did it stink? I can't do smells, y'all. I can't do bad smells. Me and bad smells, we don't get along. I can't do bad smells. She said, somebody literally at my job yesterday gave me a pumpkin cake with cream cheese. Ooh, Gigi, was it good, girl? Yes, baby, yes. Yes. Wait a minute, where my girl that said that she went and never again? Come on, Jennifer, spill the tea. Why shouldn't I go on Sunday? What am I going to find? She said, I got to go back, but it's too cold. Is that Minnesota? For a few months. I'm so dreading living in Texas got me spoiled. Yeah, the weather is pretty good. She said, don't forget the exit song. I'm not, girl. I got it set up. You hear me? I'm not. So I used to love going on a trip with my kids and their grandbabies. I'm totally gluten-free, but I recently found a gluten-free pumpkin bread and it made me so happy. I have to try it with cream cheese. Ooh. Hey, I might have to try a gluten piece of cake. I've never tried gluten-free. I mean, gluten-free. She says, but I'm kind of going to be happy to see a white Christmas. Last year, it was weird Christmas with no seems right. Yeah, I didn't like Vegas for Christmas because it was freaking no snow. It was snow on the mountains, but you know, in Carolina, we at least had some snow. She fell off the hayride. Is that why you don't want to go? Because you fell off the hayride. Why'd you get on it? Wait a minute, what's the hayride? She said it's a lot of kids at the pumpkin patch, but you don't have to watch their asses, so you'll have fun. Hell no. Hey, Anita. She said, hey, Amora. Hey, everyone. Yes. Well, anyway, I'm getting off. You guys enjoy your Saturday. Hopefully I'm gonna have me some pumpkin bread and cream cheese sometime today. Ooh, it's gonna be so good. All right. But anyway, I love y'all. Y'all gotta stick around for the exit song. This is my second time playing the exit song as we exit. Okay. Love y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
They can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names. Period.
She kept talking about that family.
Can't make $1.
She kept talking about that family.
I did it wrong. Sorry, y'all.
They can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names. Period.
She kept talking about that family.
Can't make $1.
She kept talking about that family. 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 That family. She kept talking about that family. Talking about that family. Clock that team. Clock that team.
Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names.
Child, we finna talk about this with Amora. That family. Tell these motherfuckers to bless me hell. That family. These motherfuckers don't be wanting to bless no damn body. That family. Jay! Tell these motherfuckers to bless me, bless me, bless me.
Talking about it.
Child, we finna talk about this with Amora.
Jay!